Hey there, and welcome to The Explainer. If you're caught up in a lawsuit, you may have come across the term legal funding. So today, we're going to break down exactly what that is, how it works, and maybe most importantly, the key questions you should be asking before you even think about it. You know this feeling, right? If you're the one filing a lawsuit, the wait can feel endless. We're talking months, sometimes even years. And all the while, the real world just keeps on moving. The bills don't stop, and that financial and emotional stress, it can be absolutely massive.
Exactly. Your case might be moving at a snail's pace, but life's expenses, they're on a rocket ship. Rent is still due every month, those medical bills keep showing up in the mail, and you've still got to buy groceries. This constant financial squeeze is, honestly, one of the toughest parts of waiting for a fair settlement.
So the big question is, how do you handle all that pressure without just caving and taking the first lowball offer that comes your way? Well, this is exactly where something called legal funding enters the picture. Think of it as a potential financial bridge to get you through that really tough waiting period. So what is it really? At its heart, legal funding is basically a cash advance on the money you expect to get from your lawsuit. But, and this is a big but, it is totally different from a regular loan. A funding company gives you a slice of your potential settlement money right now when you need it the most. And that brings us to probably the single most important term you need to know here, non-recourse. It's a game changer. All it means is that the funding company only gets paid back from the settlement money you win. So if you lose your case, you owe them absolutely nothing. Zero. The risk is all on them, not on you.
Just think about how different that is. You go to a bank for a loan, and it's all about your credit score. Your personal assets are on the table, and you've got to pay it back. Period. A non-recourse advance, it flips that whole idea on its head. It's not about your credit, it's about how strong your legal case is. And again, no personal liability.
Let that just sink in for a second. If you lose, you owe nothing. This is the ultimate safety net, really. It means you can get the financial help you need right now without that looming fear of being stuck with a mountain of debt if things don't go your way in court. Okay, so that's the what. But what about the how? How do you actually go from needing the money to having that cash in your bank account? Well, the whole process is actually pretty straightforward. It usually just follows 4 simple steps. First, you fill out a basic application, and remember, no credit check. Then, the company talks with your lawyer to evaluate the case. If they approve it, you look over the agreement and sign. And then down the road, if you win, the repayment comes right out of the settlement money. It's that simple. And one of the biggest selling points here is speed. This whole thing is designed for people who are in a financial bind now. So you're not waiting around for weeks. Once you get that approval, the funds are often in your account in just 24 to 48 hours. It's fast. Now, this is super important. This is not something you do by yourself. Your attorney is your partner through this whole thing. They're the one who provides the documents, they review the contract to make sure your interests are protected, and they handle the repayment. Honestly, without your lawyer's full cooperation, the process just doesn't happen. But of course, just like any financial tool, this isn't some magic bullet. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution. To really make a smart decision, you have to look at both sides, the huge benefits and the potential downsides. It's all about weighing the trade-offs. So let's look at that balance. On the benefit side, it's pretty clear. You get cash right away, there's literally zero risk if you lose, and it gives you the power to hold out for a fair offer. But on the flip side, the major drawback is that it will cut into your final take-home amount from the settlement. And those costs can go up the longer your case takes to resolve. So how much money are we talking about? Well, typically, a funding company will advance you somewhere between 10 and 20% of what they think your case is worth. And there's a good reason they keep it in that range. It acts as a safety cushion, making sure there's enough money in the end to pay your lawyer, cover any other costs, pay them back, and still leave the biggest chunk for you.
All right, let's pull all of this together. Now that you understand the process and you've seen the pros and cons, how do you figure out if this is actually the right move for your specific situation?
Well, qualifying isn't about your bank account, it's all about your lawsuit. Generally, you need a solid, active lawsuit, things like personal injury or medical malpractice cases. You absolutely have to have a lawyer who's on board to cooperate, because at the end of the day, it's the strength of your legal claim that matters most. And let me leave you with one last really crucial piece of advice. Never forget, you are borrowing from your own future. This money is coming out of your settlement. Because of that, it is so important to be conservative. Only take what you absolutely truly need to get by. That's how you'll make sure you get the most money possible in your pocket when your case is finally over. So, what's the verdict? Is it a financial lifeline or just a costly convenience? For someone who's about to be evicted or can't afford medical care, it could be an absolute lifeline. For someone else, it might be an expensive shortcut. The right answer really just depends on you, your unique circumstances, your financial needs, and having a really honest conversation with your attorney.
Thanks for watching our explainer on legal funding. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us reach more people who need this information. To learn more or apply for pre-settlement funding, visit expresslegalfunding.com.